Hello everybody. This is a different video from the ones I did previously. I'm gonna do a video on Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. Here I'm sorting out the options, but as you can see, the quality of the video is, well, of the text is pretty bad, but I really have no idea why it's doing this, and well, actually, maybe it's because I'm using Fraps, the popular video recording software, um, which here I was configuring the buttons and stuff. There's not much um, graphical options settings in this game actually. There's just a few things like shadow effects or uh, lighting, how bright the game is, and going back to Fraps. Fraps is a very peculiar program because it records footage of video games, but it's raw footage, and the size of the videos end up being very big. Well, I'll get back to it. So here I basically chose Bruja, which is the brute force in the game, vampires, the brute vampires who are quite strong and use their fists rather than their heads. So I gave him a more powerful unarmed skill, and melee skill too. Gave them a bit of defense and hacking, lock-picking skills and hacking skills, because both of them are very useful in this game. They're essential if you want to complete the game, basically. So yeah, apart from this, there's 3 disciplines for every vampire in the game actually, and there's different abilities for every vampire basically. This vampire has one ability that's particularly useful, which is potency, I believe, which does more damage in hand-to-hand combat. I'm not sure if it affects melee combat, but there you go. So yeah, well, from what I'm looking at on the video, the text looks terrible. It's all it's like watching squares basically. But maybe when I'll compress the video, it will look better. So we'll see. And yeah, so this, as you can see on the screen right now, the graphics look a bit blurry because the textures are actually a very low resolution here. But it's a problem I've encountered before. But it's not from the game itself. I show you, it's just. My computer and this game not having a good having a good rapport with each other for some reason, and but it still looks fine actually. This game has good graphics overall, and good character models, good textures and nice environments, as you will notice in this pretty short video for such a long game. Actually, this is a very long game. It's not, as most RPGs are, basically, because this is an RPG adventure game, stealth game too. Here's the first cutscene. As you can see, the cutscenes are really well made. They Oh wow, the video looks really bad on this. I'll try and if it really looks that bad, I probably won't post this video. But if it turns out okay, I'll post it. But actually, Fraps has a very good quality, video quality when recording games. But for some reason here, because I'm using a video editor which is AVS video editor version 6.1. It's I'll get into more detail about it in this video or maybe another video, but it's rather simple. That's why I chose it. It's a simple to use video editor, which has quite a lot of options, but obviously it's not something as as rich as another video editor like Sony Vegas or something of that nature. So yeah, the cutscenes look really good in this game, and this one is no exception. They all look pretty good overall, and the animations of the characters are very natural, and the facial expressions in particular of the characters look pretty well, pretty good for its time, because this game is actually quite old. It's 9 years old, I believe. It came out in well, 10 years old, because we're in 2014 now, obviously. So it's a 10-year-old game, I believe. Came out in well, I'm not sure which month, but came out in 2004. If you notice and think these videos are a bit too dark, that's because Fraps just doesn't compress videos and very well. Well, doesn't compress videos at all. But the picture is much darker on the Fraps. So I had to turn up the brightness and lower the contrast so it looks watchable, basically, because before it was very dark, and the shadows took over most of the cutscene, and yeah, you couldn't see much there. So this vampire is one of the main characters of the game. He's I'm not sure what his race is. I believe it's a Tremere or a Ventru. No, he's a Ventru. Sorry. There's many different races of vampires in this game, actually, and that's one of the great things about this game. There's many different races to choose from, and they all have their specialties to them, and for one race in particular, the dialogue is completely different, which I'll let you listen a bit to the dialogue in this game, and I'll carry on.
Alright, now we ain't got much time, but I figure somebody should fill you in on the bare bones stuff at least, you know. Could save your hide. You look wobbly. You even had a drink yet? Oh man, we're popping a cherry here! Ah, you're gonna love this. Alright, check it out. Blood, it's your new rack of lamb, your new champagne, plus your new fucking heroin, kid. Get ready though, cause hey, it's never as sweet as the first time. Well, down around the corner there, I saw this human. Poor SOB can't find his car. Alright. You go down there, casual like. You creep up on him, then bare those little fangs and feed. Don't worry if you weren't captain of the wrestling team or something, because it'll come so naturally you think you've done it 1,000 times already. Forget that comic book crap, kid. It don't work that way. Now go for it. Be sure, though, and this is important, so listen up. Be sure not to drain them dry, okay? It might be hard to resist, but don't kill them.
So there you go. So as you see, the dialogue in this game is well. First of all, the voice acting is very good in this game. There's many different voice actors actually throughout the game, and they all do a remarkable job for some of them. Really capturing that what the characters are about, and as you can see here, this guy is called Jack. He's he's a bit of a know-it-all kind of guy, and you can hear in his voice he's quite confident and cocky, and but he also teaches you the ropes of how to go through the game and stuff. Hope I didn't let you wait too long there, because really wanted to show you the dialogue in this game, and hope the volume is high enough. But that's not a problem because I can edit it in the audio. Sorry, there I said because like 3 times. I just wanted to cut and have a look at the options when if I could edit the audio on my voice recording. So there, yeah, more dialogue. Yeah, there's a lot of dialogue in this game actually, a lot of dialogue. But since the dialogue is really good, it's actually a pleasure to really sit through and these sometimes quite extensive chats with the NPCs. They say, yeah, the dialogue itself, how it's written, it's very good actually for some characters, and it's either good or really good, really. But really, without the voice acting, this game probably wouldn't be as engaging in its presentation with how you interact with the NPCs in this game and such and such. So here I basically went through the tutorial actually to get this particular item. It's the lockpick, which if you skip the tutorial actually you will have to pay for the lockpick, and it's quite expensive, and in the beginning you don't have much money, and but as you will see later, you really don't have enough money to get going and buy a lockpick. Sorry, my voice started cracking up a bit. So there you can see the shadow effects and the lighting and the colors look really great in this game. There's this sort of bluish color on him, which is from the moonlight, of course, and the darkness outside. It really looks fantastic. And look at this cutscene. The effects look really good, except for how the gunfires sort of looks strange, but otherwise it looks really great. This is an attack you can actually do in the game. You can summon 2 spectral wolves, as they are called in this game, and send them to eat anyone you like, and yeah, it's really good. That was, by the way, the big vampire. There was the bodyguard of um, LaCroix, which is the Ventrue I talked to you about, the one who talked to us in the corridor and was talking in front of the audience in the cutscene. You actually, well, I'm not gonna spoil this. Well, actually, I will spoil it, but you can skip like 10 seconds of this and get back to the video. You actually fight him in the end. So yeah, I didn't do this ending actually, where you fight him, and I did a different ending where it didn't end up so well for me. But yeah, all I have to say is when playing this game, try and make the choices where you don't really have to involve yourself with other clans, and you'll be much better off this way. Well, the ending would be better, really. The best ending. There's multiple endings in this game, actually. There's well, you can basically the story itself has these clans you can join, and well, two main clans, in fact. You can join them, or there's many different ways to end the game, and it all depends on the choices you make. That's what I mean by this. See, again, the cutscenes are really nice. I like how the vampires disintegrate when you kill them. The way vampires are portrayed in this game is much like vampire mythology you would find in real literature about these mythic characters, and yeah, they're not portrayed like you would see in more recently in some movies, or because the vampires got a second breath recently with some movies and TV series. I haven't watched them, but I've heard they're not really. Vampires aren't portrayed the way vampires really are, actually, in well, not history, but in the mythology of these classic beings, classic characters, fictional characters. So here it's basically demonstrating the stealth mechanic. As you can see, you have to crouch, and there's a color that changes on the left, with which shows how well you are hidden. It's quite strange how sometimes you in this mechanic, because it doesn't work that well, actually, unless you get the invincibility. Well, in this game it's called obfuscate ability, which allows you to render yourself invisible to your enemies. But if you do stealth, pure stealth with just the sneaking skill, it doesn't work well. You get caught easily, and really, if you don't stay at a certain distance from other NPCs, and you get too close, they will see you, no matter how good your skill is. So yeah, I don't really see the point. Here I couldn't actually do a stealth kill for some reason, so I had to restart a couple of times. Here he turned around for no reason, which would lead me to a quite important point about this game. Well, I don't really mind it. Is the glitching part of this game. This game, in its original version, was was infected by many different glitches throughout the game. Like when fighting, for example, enemies would go through walls, would fly through walls. There would be collision problems, and just well, I don't really have that many examples because I haven't played the game in quite a while, but this game has many different glitches in it. So you can maybe check out on YouTube some glitch videos of this game, or maybe there are some videos like this. I'm not sure. So yeah, the glitches were a big part of this game, and rightfully so, because this game had many different patches, and the community of this game made some very good patches actually. But to demonstrate how glitched this game was, they are still making updates to these community patches to this day. They're very good. They add some details, and they correct a lot of problems, and yeah, it's very good stuff. Very good work by these talented programmers. So here, the good thing about this tutorial, is that it demonstrates a lot of the mechanics. For example, here you can throw an object to distract your foes, and but it's not really, you never use it actually, this one. But yeah, the tutorial is pretty extensive actually, and the problem with this tutorial is that when you want to restart the game, you sort of have to go through it, and if you don't go through it, you will miss out on the lockpick and experience points, which they give you only if you do this tutorial. And the experience points are very important in this game, so you have to go through it, and it can be a bit of a pain going through it so many times, restarting the game. For a beginner, it's a really good tutorial and very enjoyable, but after a while, it's you have to sit. Well, you don't have to sit through dialogue, but and here, by the way, I skipped most of the dialogue because well, it's not that I didn't care about the dialogue. It's just that you know what this is about. It just teaches you stuff, and you go through the tutorial, and so, as you saw, maybe saw at the top of the screen, I got 2 experience points by doing this tutorial. Yes, it's a meager reward, but yeah, you have to take what you can get. So here's the apartment where you really start the game out. You can listen to this radio here. As you can see, the textures look very blurry, and it's a very strange problem I have with this game. Here's notes on the table. You can read lots. You can read notes, and they will have clues and stuff like this. Like, for example, I got my password on the notebook. This is the computer. You can read emails and stuff that characters send you throughout the game. Again, a very good text there to read. Here's a spam message, if you can read on the screen. Spam messages like most email boxes or email addresses get. That's pretty. The bed is not really that. Doesn't look that great, but or whatever. You can yeah. So yeah, you can listen to the radio, and the dialogue actually goes on for a while, and you can watch TV. For some reason, the TV always has this same presenter and layout, but the dialogue changes throughout the game as you watch the television in this game. It's a nice touch. This game is very it's quite rich in its content. It's a well, it's a very good RPG, I would say, overall, and yeah, got really good grades. Most people who play this game really like it. In fact, see here, it's quite dark, and it's a hobo asking for money, and I decided to feed on him, which is a very important mechanic in this game. You have to feed to use abilities and restore your health or stay alive, basically. Here I decided to drain him completely. It doesn't really matter if I use my humanity a bit. You can get it back doing quests and all sorts of things like this. So there's the guy we have to meet up with. So he can give us a quest. So this guy over there gives you a quest too, but I'm not gonna talk to him. And this guy, for example, you can feed on him if you actually have enough skill. Like there's 3 skills actually. There's the persuasion skill, there's the intimidate skill, and the seduction skill. All are social skills in this game, which can help you skip things or get victims to feed on them. It's a good thing in this game too. It gives you different dialogue options, and yeah. So here's this guy. He's called Mercurial. He's like in vampire mythology. He's a ghoul, which is a human which has drank the blood of a vampire and gives them some special abilities. And so yeah, the environments look. There's 4 environments. Well, there's many different environments in this game. They all look really great, actually, and the atmosphere in this game is very catchy, and it draws you in with its dark tones and sometimes scary places, actually. So that was a prostitute you can feed on as well. You have to offer them money. You don't actually have to seduce them or anything. For example, here you see 2 cops in when you install the patch. The patch adds little things like this to make the game more immersive, and again, these patches are really good. I would recommend you install them. I didn't install them here because just wanted to make a simple video, and so there we are. This quest is one of the first quests. Well, the first quest you would do normally if you went through the game, and it's a fun quest actually. You can do it many different ways, as most RPGs give you possibilities of going through by murdering your way through with weapons and stuff, or just going through stealth. Here I'm gonna just go through with my fists. Here I actually wanted to persuade him, but the option didn't appear. Yeah, I'll shove my foot up your ass, guy, dude. As you all see here. The combat is well, it's pretty fun. besides from the glitches, the ragdoll is pretty damn good in this game too, as you can see here. It's fun how they sort of fly when you punch them in the face, and just shows how strong your character can be. Here's a glitch actually. The door was in this strange position, and I couldn't open it, so there's another glitch. You can sneak your way through here, or persuade the guard in the in front of the beach house, and he will let you in, and you can talk with this guy, which is actually one of the subterfuges you can, or the subterfuge way of getting through this part a bit more peacefully. As you can see, there's a bunch of detail as I'm showing you right now. See, there's different objects, and here's a little tip. If you go through this vent, you can collect the money that Mercurio wants back. But the good thing about this game is that you have many different choices throughout the game, and not just in the storyline, but in gameplay as well. Here normally this TV is turned on. I think it's with the patch on. So for example here, if I would sneak my way, I would go through here and turn off the power, and it would attract someone outside, and you could take him out. And the way you'd get in normally is by this place. You can take off the fence and go through. So the videos, I'm actually recording this video, but well, forget what I just said. See you in a second. See you in a second.